from a 2nd and 13. Gonzalez in the gun from his own 30. The handoff goes to Pascalone, running to his right, and he is tackled slightly behind the line by Luca Lombardi and Bryant Rock, who was slow to get up, and now Pascalone is down, and Rock is also clutching his right shoulder. A couple really big injuries so far today.
Yeah, some of the Vikings' key players, Kevin Williams and now Pascalone, are starting to get pretty beat up by the Bears' defense. Nothing they can really do about it. Just hope for the best for Pascalone.
Pascalone able to get to his feet and walk off on his own power. Always a good sight. And Valhalla now facing a 3rd and 13, as there have only been 12 seconds gone by in this final quarter. And unless the Bears can find a quick score in the next couple of minutes, they'll be playing for pride. Two wide receivers on either side. It looks like there's maybe a rush coming from the Bears. Gonzalez gonna take it himself. The fake was nice as the rush was baited, but the Bears do a nice job of tackling Gonzalez out of bounds at the 34.
Taken out with play by Lombardi.
And it looks like the punt unit is going to come on for Valhalla. So a nice stop for the Bears defense after Valhalla started with a penalty. Hugel and Vincent back to receive inside their own 40 at around the 35. Cho back to punt, standing at his own 20. And Pecora is in there as a blocker. The snap is a high one for Cho, able to get it away. Down the seam, they're going to let it drop. And it will be downed and then grabbed by Oliveras at the 37.
At the 39 of the Bears, while they'll take over 1st and 10.
So they will take over, looking to put their first points of the game on the board, starting from outside the 35. 11-11 to go.
This drive will be one of the last chances the Bears have to make a slight comeback and probably to get into this game, but if they can't convert, it'll more than likely be over, and the Bears will take a loss today.
Yeah, even though the offense hasn't been able to muster much, it has been a valiant effort from the defense. Only 20 so far. We'll see how they do for the remaining, but Reich will fake the snap, take it himself after he surveys his options, and he will be dragged down behind the line. That'll go for a sack.
Rice taken down, sacked on the play by Speranza.
But looks like Evan Parker and Speranza in on the party. But the Bears defense so far has not just let Valhalla run wild, even with their chances dwindling. Little bit of just solemn faces and the overall demeanor on the Bears sideline. It's pretty quiet.
The Bears just seem to have lost all the desire to make a comeback. Nick Reich doing his best to lead the offense. Not really much of an effort, though, as he was dragged down earlier. And here we go. Delay of game on the Bears. That'll be pushed back. It'll be pushed back. It'll be 2nd and 16.
Bears a little too nonchalant, getting into the huddle and then into their formation. So they'll have to do it again, and that backs them up 5. Already an offense that is not really going to have much big playability in the current circumstances. They can't really afford to take penalties like this and lose yardage on sacks and tackles behind the line. So they have not been able to get anything going. Reich in the gun with Hatcher to his left. Reich throwing all the way, and Caffrey is able to haul it in. Flag thrown by the near side official. Speranza was in on the tackle.
Speranza, flag is down.
Looks like he was on pretty tight coverage. I don't know if that's where the flag is going to be going. The holding is on the defense. That may have been Speranza, the culprit. Ten minutes exactly left in this game. Bears trailing Valhalla 20-0 right now, being shut out. And their field position will be slightly improved. Now out to the 44-yard line, where it will be about a 2nd and 5. Reich under center, a lot of backs. Fakes the give, throws over, and it is complete, and a flag is going to fly. It looked like Reich took a hit towards the end of the play.
Reich's pass complete.
Rudy Galtieri on the reception. At the
45-yard line. Flag is down.
He made it to the 45-yard line, which will move the sticks. We'll see if there's any extra yardage tacked on.
Nick Reich starting to get it together, getting it together late in this late in the game. Hitting his receivers well, running the offense, pushing up the ball. Seems to be doing a good job so far. Well, right now at least.
It was a roughing the passer. Reich took a lick at the end, and that will add 15 yards onto that play. So the Bears now, again, once in Valhalla territory, they've got 30 yards to go, and now a timeout on the field called by the Vikings. And Nick Reich finding to start a little more of a rhythm, as Ross just mentioned. You know, he came in towards the end of the first half, obviously not finding his groove immediately, wasn't expecting to come in, and now he's starting to find a little chemistry, whether it's Valhalla slightly softening up 20 or his own doing it. His results are starting to show. Out of the timeout, 9 minutes remaining. The Bears on the right hash with a fresh set of downs from the Valhalla 30. Reich is going to take it himself, and the ball looks like it might have been on the ground, but he was ruled down. Gain of a few. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 26. Reich now drops back, pass all the way, running to his right. He's over the line of scrimmage, and Reich will fall forward to the 22 out of bounds. And it will be 3rd and short for the Bears, looking as they're now hustling a little more. Starting to create a little bit of momentum.
We have 3rd and 2.
It may be too little, too late, but anything at this point would help. About 2.5 yards to gain the first. Cavanaugh lined up on the near side as a receiver. The motion man is Hugel. The give is to Hugel. Hugel being tracked. Hugel not knowing where to go. And Hugel is going to be dragged down behind the 30, and the ball is out. He was ruled down. But Dan Hugel is now a little slow to get up. Now he does. But the Bears never could even great penetration from the Valhalla defensive line, and that play goes for naught as a Viking is slow to get up.
Loss of the play, bring up 4th and 13.
Now it's 4th and 13. So much for a manageable 4th down.
The only little hope that the Bears had to make a fourth quarter run is gone now, as they get pushed back 11 yards. We'll see what the offense can do, but it seems that the Bears might take the loss today, unless they can get one more opportunity.
Well, down by 20, they'd need more than one opportunity, but it looks like they will take the L today, barring a miracle, as John Cho is helped up. But this has been a microcosm of today's entire game. One step forward, 2 steps back for the offense. They just have not found any consistency. And the lead for Valhalla was early, and they've tacked on enough that the Bears just have not been able to do anything. Now Reich in the gun, about 5 yards deep in the pocket. He'll drop back, looking down the near sideline, and it's intercepted. Intended for Dimitri Caffrey, but picked off by Kevin Williams at the 20-yard line. And the seemingly hobbled defender comes up with a play, and Valhalla will take over at the 20.
Valhalla more than likely to run the clock down on this very lopsided game. Still 20-0. Valhalla will pick up the win for today.
And it looks like a flag came in at the end of the play. The Bears' defense, or the offense, will stay on the field. Couldn't quite read what the flag was, but apparently before the interception there is a personal foul. So wipe that interception off the board by Kevin Williams. And the Bears now have it in the red zone. So more Valhalla penalties helping out the Bears as Reich takes the snap and hands to Hatcher. Tough sledding, only for about one. Javon Johnson, who saved a touchdown earlier, he's been flying all around the field today.
Taken down by Johnson, 2nd down.
The Bears given another opportunity due to the flag, and now hopefully we can see what they can do. Maybe Nick Reich can make a last-minute push to give the Bears some sort of hope in coming back and winning this game.
Down 20, 6 minutes and about 40 seconds to go. Trips on the left of Reich, who's under center, the near side. Reich fakes the handoff to Hatcher. He's going to take it himself, and he's dragged down behind the line. Just outside the 20-yard line, and the Bears offense moving in the wrong direction again.
Yeah, just as you said, 1 step forward, 2 steps back for the Bears offense, and the Valhalla Vikings are just demolishing them on defense, making it very hard for the Bears to run the ball or even get it up in the air, as we saw earlier with the interception, or called off interception, I should say.
Viking run defense, impressive today. Lots of tackles for loss, 1 sack, but there's not been much room for the Bears to operate. So now on a 3rd and 12, the give is moving the pile, but not far enough near for a first down. Really about 7 to go. It will be 4th and 7 from the Valhalla 16.
Bring up 4th and 7.
So the Bears will have another 4th down opportunity. 5 minutes remaining. Bears still trailing 20-0. Valhalla just looking to close this one out. Reich in the gun. Takes a snap, drops back, the rush is on, and it's caught by Hatcher. Hatcher looking for a lane. Hatcher is going to have a first down. A nice job by Colin Hatcher as he's tackled out of bounds, and the Bears look to have a first down.
Hatcher just absolutely carrying the Bears right now, literally and figuratively, if I should say. And hopefully they can get another touchdown, get back in this game, and rely on their defense to get them another opportunity.
And now with 4:45 remaining, this is the Bears' best opportunity that they've had for a look at a touchdown. This late in the game it comes, but in an effort to keep themselves out of a shutout, this would be a little bit of a morale booster. First and goal from the 9. Reich, the handoff to Hatcher, who's going to get stoned at the 10. Combination of Parker, Pascalone, as well as Ursillo might have been in there, and another negative yardage play for the Bears on offense. It's just been their Achilles heel today. They have not been able to get consistent positive yardage. Second and goal from the 11 with under 4 minutes. Reich fakes the handoff, takes it himself. Reich moving right. He is out at about the 5. There is a flag on the play.
Reich on the carry, forced out of bounds at around the 6-7 yard line. Flag is down.
Reich not exactly moving in the right direction, moving more left to right than north to south. Not really helping the Bears, but hopefully this flag will give the Bears the opportunity they need.
Valhalla players signaling it is against the Bears, and the Bears are backing up, so it will go against them. Holding called on the offensive line. And it's been more of the same. Moving backwards rather than forwards. Now, second and goal from the 21.
Second and goal from the 21.
Bears might look to get it up in the air. Nick Reich hopefully can hit his target this time.
He is in the gun and looking for Hugo, who will make the catch, sliding at about the 11. So that will eat up the penalty yardage and will result in the third and goal from just outside the 10. Obviously, they're going to use both third and fourth down.
Third and goal from the 11.
Coming upon 3 minutes left. Dan Cavanaugh lined up on the near side. Huel split far right. Reich drops back. He'll fire over the middle. Pass is caught at about the 7. Caffrey.
Pass complete to Caffrey, taken down at the 6 yard line.
The officials will
on the stop for the Vikings.
spot the ball
from the 6.
at between the 6 and 7, and this may be one of the Bears' last plays of the game for their offense. Under 2.5 minutes now. Fourth and goal. Coming up, the Bears play at Blindbrook next week, then at Westlake, and then home to finish out the regular season versus Yonkers Montessori. 2:10 to go. Reich fakes the handoff. Reich looking for a receiver. Reich is under pressure. He's going to fire it, and that one is incomplete. Nearly picked off
Reich's pass
by the defender.
intended for Gaultier falls incomplete.
Looked like Pecora almost came up with a pick, and he wisely let that one fall incomplete. If he had the opportunity at the interception, if he had come up with the interception, that would have been first and 10 at the 1, but he made the smart play, and now Valhalla will take over with a couple more yards of breathing room at the 6.
Looks like the Valhalla offense will close the game out. Just trying to get the shutout today against the Bears in a lopsided affair. Still 20-0 with 2 minutes to go on this game today.
A couple runs should wind out the rest of the clock. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go. And The Bears will fall to 2-2 on today's game as Pascalone looking for a lane. Pascalone breaking a couple tackles and a nice run out further than the 20, and then a flag late after the play.
Yeah, that run by Pascalone should give them the breathing room they need to close out this game. Still a great run by the Vikings.
Flag is down at the end of the play.
So the Bears will drop to 2-2. The main story will be checking in on the severity of Henry Anderson's injury, as well as Will Kukowski. But it'll be tough sledding for the Bears going forward if they do not have their starting quarterback. But Nick Reich getting more valuable action and improving as the game went on today. If he is forced into the starting role for the next game or the rest of the season, he will at least have this under his belt. As the clock will wind towards 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, as you said, Nick Reich, this is good for under his belt, good experience, good to know what it's like to be QB, as he hasn't really played before. But hopefully when they get back to practice, they can work on it with Nick, and we'll see how the rest of the season goes.
Gonzalez will take a knee. Got a couple more left before the clock completely runs out. So the Bears will fall to the Vikings by a score of 20-0. Shut out. It just was not their day from the start, and obviously the loss of Henry Anderson really was the icing on top of the cake to secure this loss.
Yeah, this win will bring the Vikings to 3-1 as the Bears fall to 2-2 on the season. And maybe next game at Blindbrook, the Bears can catch a win, or we'll see what happens.
Valhalla will take a penalty, but at this point it will mean nothing but something on the stat sheet. But this is a very solid Valhalla football team. Their only loss coming in a close 4-point defeat to Westlake, which many consider to be one of the top teams in the section. So the Bears defense did well holding the Vikings to only 20 points, but it was just overwhelming from the start.
And a bit of a surprise, too, as the Bears have outscored their opponents 56-8 over the last few games. And, not seeing any offensive chemistry or anything going on the offense is a bit surprising to Bears fans. But hopefully we'll see something exciting the next game from the Bears.
Clock winding at 20 seconds. This should be the last knee to finish this one out. And Gonzalez will take it, as this one is winding down. I don't think they will take another knee. Alongside myself, Ross Lackman, thank you, my camera woman Sarah Call, Eli Karp here as the Bears fall to the Valhalla Vikings by a score of 20-0. We will be back for homecoming in a few weeks.
That's the end of the game, the final score of Valhalla 20.